Hey, what is going on? I have some exciting news for you today. By the way, I just got done watching the Seahawks Cardinals epic Sunday night football game. That was one of the best games I've seen in a while. Were you watching? Leave a comment below what you thought of the game because, God damn, I love that game. That was so much fun. Although I wanted the Seahawks to win, I'm a Vikings fan, but I live in Seattle, so Vikings suck, and I got to kind of root for somebody. Seahawks. So that's who I'm, and plus I expect them to go to the Super Bowl anyways. But what a hell of a game! And I had Kyler Murray on my fantasy team, and I needed him to put up a big game, and man, did he! I love that guy. All right, this is what this video is all about. The NBA season looks like it's coming back earlier than expected because what was announced before, what was talked about, even by NBA execs, was that listen, we want to have NBA come back when fans can be in the stand. That's what they said because that's better revenue for them. You know, those are ticket sales, those are concession sales, more in stadium merch sales. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for the local economy too. You know, hotels, restaurants, stuff like that. But I think that they've come to the realization that, you know what, they plan on getting it back maybe somewhere around January to March, somewhere in there. That's kind of what they were thinking. And I think that they finally had a realization that, you know what, we are not going to actually get fans back in the stands by that time. We have no idea how long it'll be before we can have fans in the stands. Because basketball arenas are smaller than football stadiums and baseball stadiums. And they're always closed indoor. And so that creates extra problems in and of itself. You get what I'm saying? You smell what I'm cooking. You see where I'm going. So the NBA said, you know what? We lost roughly $1.5 billion. I wish I could find that article for you. I don't want to bore you with looking for it, but I was reading. They lost about $1.5 billion through, you know, they paid $200 million to basically Disney World in Orlando, Florida, to be able to have that bubble. And they figured they lost about $1.5 billion in revenue. That's a lot of money. And so what they want to do is they want to get their cash flow machine rolling again sooner rather than later. Because again, I believe they realized we are not going to get fans in the stand. That is a pipe dream. And we need to get this thing going now and get our revenue rolling again. Which it's interesting. So they're pursuing a pre-Christmas Day start and a reduced regular season schedule. I think it's 72 games. So it's not that reduced. It's still a lot of games. But no All-Star game, no All-Star weekend, stuff like that. Of course not, because there's no fans that can go to any of this. So what's the point? All right, and they would have a 2-week break at the midway point of the season. And how this relates to sports cards is what I want to point out to you. That this is probably the end of the floor. Like basketball cards are, like I've been saying for a while, they're at their bottom. They're not going to get any lower. And now that this certainty is happening, that this season is coming, that there's a date that the NBA is pursuing, people are getting excited now. So flatness of the sports card market has to do with lack of excitement. But now people are getting excited for basketball to come back. And this really just came up. There it is, October 23rd. Today is October 25th. Again, that's the day the Seahawks, well, it's football day, Sunday, football day. So this was just brought up a day or two ago, a couple days ago. And so people are just starting to learn this. And this is going to roll out more and more, and people are going to really realize what's going on. So now is the time to get in on those basketball cards that you wanted to get in on. Because right now, they're at their lowest they're going to get. They aren't going down now. They aren't going down anymore. I would bet so much on that. They're going to go up. I mean, unless the individual player gets injured or gets kicked out of the league or something pretty unlikely or less likely, certainly out of control, that's for sure, then their card's going to go up. As long as those things don't happen to them, which seems obviously quite unlikely, generally speaking. So I'd say go ahead and read some of these articles, but now is the time to get the basketball cards you've been eyeing. Do not sleep anymore because they're only going to go up. There's a player that I was planning on getting that I've got some of, but I plan on getting more. I thought I had more time. I thought I had more time. And you might have too thought you had more time. But you know what? We don't. We don't have any more time because basketball cards are just going to go up now. They're just going to go up now. Now, there's probably some disclaimer I need to do or something like that. This is my opinion. This is my opinion that they're just going to go up now. Do your own research, but that is my opinion. And if you're watching this video, that is my opinion, and I'm absolutely standing by it. And I'm sure if you go watch other channels, they will have the same expression and feeling that I am giving to you. These cards are going to go up. You need to buy now. Today, I increased my budget for buying basketball cards because I realized, holy crap, I got to get in. No more sleeping because thought I had time to negotiate and wiggle around and make my offers and everything. Now I got to stock up. Now I got to stock up. That's how I feel with the players that I really feel good about. Okay, and I suggest you do the same. You know, if you're into, even Luka Doncic, he is at a low right now, and if you want to get some Lukas, now's the time. Now's the time because it ain't getting any lower. It's probably, literally, never, ever, ever going to be lower than it is now for Luka Doncic. Because unless you expect him to do poorly, if you expect him to do well, maintain what he's been doing, or even improve upon what he's been doing, his card prices are never gonna be lower unless he gets injured or kicked out of the league. That's kind of a caveat with every single sports card investment ever. If someone gets injured, the excitement about that player goes down. Okay, I'm not going to say this again because it's important you understand this. Whoever you have your eye on, go buy them. 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 Go buy their graded cards right now because I've been seeing across the board, mostly across the board, that raw cards, ungraded cards, have been going for what I would say a premium, but they shouldn't be because what people are doing is more people than usual are buying these raw ungraded cards to get them graded to get a return on their investment. But you're not guaranteed to get a 10 grade. Hell, you're not guaranteed to get a 9 or even an 8, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So I see those raw cards as being overvalued right now, and I see the actual graded cards as being undervalued right now. So I would recommend buying graded cards of the players that you believe will do well this coming season, the people that will progress, the people that will have excitement grow about them. Typically, they're younger players, but right now, the prices are still low enough on everybody that you can get in, okay, on your person, depending on what you're looking at. If you're looking for LeBron's, tops rookie, you got to have a certain budget for that, but it's still not going to get any lower than this. That's my opinion, but that's how I feel about it. So go in and get your NBA cards now. Place your bets, really, on your NBA players and go get them. There's no more waiting. The prices are only going to go up from here, in my opinion. The prices are only going to go up from here. Sure, they'll go up a little and maybe down a little here and there, but they're going to go up overall as we get closer and closer to seasons because it looks like the NBA really wants to get this rolling. Are you kidding me? I didn't think it was going to be back till February or March. Honestly, March. I thought February was I hoped for February. And that's not based on just me making it up. That's based on interviews I heard from Adam Silver and other NBA executives and other players and a lot of people that they're in it. They know. And all of a sudden, this just kind of came out of nowhere. NBA eyes preseason starts 72 regular season games. So I got to figure out. I don't know if they'll pull this off because the draft is middle of November. So and then there's training camps and all that stuff. So I don't know if they'll pull this off, but I know from what I was reading, I know they want to get their cash flow going again because they lost $1.5 billion last year, or they didn't meet their expectations, whatever the hell it was. But they want to get this rolling again. They don't want to wait they want fans to be there, but they realize how long are we going to have to wait for fans to get in here because I think it'll be a hell of a lot longer than March. I wouldn't doubt if it's a year till you can get fans back in the stadium because coronavirus cases across the country are going up. As we've gotten into this colder season and people are more indoors, plus it's just kind of sicker season anyways, more flu, more cold. People just get sicker this time of year. they're going up. I mean, like doubling. I live in Washington. Particularly, I can speak about Seattle. Its coronavirus cases, which is one of the best in terms of the way everything has happened. Seattle and Washington have been one of the best states in terms of its actual statistics. But even its numbers, because, well, I don't know why exactly. I think it's because there's been, I only live here. I don't know what other states are necessarily doing because I don't live in those. But the cases have like doubled. It's been going down, 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 and then last week, couple weeks, they've been going up. Last week, I think they doubled. So I'd imagine, and from what I've seen, not even imagine, I've looked online and this is what I've been reading, is that basically every state's coronavirus cases are going up. So the NBA realizes that, and they said, crap, we are not going to get people in the stands. We need to figure out what can we do. And so they want to get this thing rolling as soon as possible. So go get your cards, get your investments. By the way, I have some specific cards that I am investing in, but I only share those with my sports card society, which is a private membership group that I have. The link for that is below in the description, and it's only $9.99 a month. But what I do is I spend hours a day researching different statistics, different players. I look up news. I look up everything. I do research every day, and I pick out cards that I'm investing in, and then I share those with my society. And then, they make, and not only do I just say, hey, this is the card that I'm looking at, I make a video pretty much every day showing, hey, this is the guy I'm interested in, this is the player, and here's why. And I go through showing everything. I show what they're selling for, I show what news I find, I show their stats. I really state my case. And what members commonly say to me is they say, Matt, it's like you dropping money in our lap every day. And good, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So you would really benefit from that. And even if you do your own research, which you should do your own research, because you have to look in this, ultimately every decision is yours, but to have someone do tons of research and know what they're doing and really present to you good card investments on a silver platter is very valuable. Much more than $9.99 a month. All right, that's the end of my pitch. Go get your NBA cards. If you want to see which ones I'm buying, join the society, link in description. Stay classy, you are awesome.